My name is K.Spaulding, and this video is for Module 4 of EDD830 at Aspen University. In this video, I will be discussing 4 leadership theories: contingency leadership theory, continuum leadership theory, the path goal leadership theory, and leadership substitutes theory. The contingency leadership theory was established by Fred Fiedler in 1958. His theory was to match a leader's style with the right job situation. And you do this by using the least preferred coworker scale. And this scale assists the leader in discovering if they are a task-oriented leader or a relationship-oriented leader. After completion of the LPC, the leader is able to determine the situational favorableness and appropriate leadership style for the situation. If the style doesn't match, then the leader will not be successful. And in that situation, Fiedler recommends the leader to change jobs rather than their leadership style. His belief was that no one should ever change their leadership style and always put themselves in a job that will accommodate their particular leadership style. The main point of the continuum theory is that the autocratic leader makes the decisions without seeking thoughts from his or her subordinates, and the democratic leader allows the subordinates to make some of the decisions. And in this theory, the leader chooses a style that fits the situation and the organization. The decision's based on how much authority the leader wants to use and how much authority he or she delegates to their subordinates and allows them to use. In choosing the leadership styles, there are variables that can be used to select your style. The boss, the subordinates, and the situation, meaning what's the personality of the leader? What leadership style do the employees prefer? And what's the situation in regards to the organization as a whole? Leaders that use this theory tend to change their leadership style often due to different job positions and/or different subordinates. The style chosen is usually dependent upon things like the leader's personality, background, and experience, as well as the subordinate's experience, maturity, and reliability. In the path goal leadership theory, the leader chooses a leadership style that will maximize both job performance and satisfaction. There are no behaviors or variables with this theory. The leader is to use behaviors that best fit that particular situation or that particular individual that they are dealing with. And then they assist their subordinates in finding behaviors that will result in mission accomplishment. And lastly, the leader is expected to clarify the expectations with their subordinates and use positive reinforcement by offering rewards that are of value to their subordinates. According to Lucier and Achua, the leadership substitutes theory includes characteristics of the subordinate, task, and organization that replace the need for a leader or neutralize the leader's behavior. Well-designed jobs where employees are motivated and function on their own may present a circumstance where there's no leader needed. So like in the instance that the leader can, when that is available, the leader is able to fill in the gaps and not have to actually do hands-on direct management. They're able to move on and accomplish other tasks that their subordinates definitely cannot do. The continuum leadership theory would probably work best in my work environment. This theory gives the manager a broad range of leadership styles that are on a scale between boss-centered leadership and relationship-centered leadership. On the far left of the scale, the manager identifies the problem, comes up with the solution, makes the decision, tells the subordinates what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to do it. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, the relationship-centered boss, they identify the problem and then take that problem to their subordinates and allow their subordinates to have input on that solution so that there's a decision that's made for the group as a whole. And then between those two are sales and consults, which involves the manager identifying the problem, but not making the final decision. They too also allow their subordinates to be a part of the decision-making process. We already use this theory, but we can improve in the areas of subordinates' freedom and subordinates' delegation, having more authority. Right now, the managers make decisions. If they were open to receiving more feedback from the staff and being more open-minded to using our recommendations, then we would be able to establish long-lasting solutions versus temporary solutions. These solutions would be able to help our organization as a whole, not just put a Band-Aid on a problem, but actually have input from the staff in regards to what we see in the classroom, what we see in the hallways, versus from the strategic level of the administration. Having our input would probably be very beneficial, and the continuum theory of leadership would be the proper way, the proper theory to use. Thank you.